I spoke to Wendy over the holidays.
You did?
Yeah.
What happened?
She seemed perfectly fine to me. Like, Wendy sounded like she could do radio tomorrow if she wanted to.
You reached out to her. She reached out to you. How did it happen?
Me.
Oh, she called you.
Yeah, and I don't know what incapacitated means in regards to dementia or whatever it is they say she was dealing with. But no, there ain't nothing incapacitated about Wendy Williams.
Chill, at this point, it's clear that somebody in the industry is trying to keep Wendy Williams silent because she has no business still being under a conservatorship, and everybody who's had any access to her recently has confirmed it. Apparently, ever since Wendy's family got access to her again, Wendy's been recovering rapidly, and her guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, the woman who made up those wild claims about Wendy being permanently incapacitated, is now allegedly being investigated. Wendy already accused Sabrina of stealing from her when she was at the height of her illness, but no one took her seriously. Well, she's now well enough to look through her financial records, and word on the street is the numbers ain't adding up. It turns out Wells Fargo was also allegedly in on the whole thing, and they're now reportedly helping Sabrina push this lie about Wendy being permanently incapacitated so that they can get away with all the money that they've stolen from her. Now, as some of y'all already know, Sabrina made the claims about Wendy being incapacitated a few weeks ago. This was said in a filing in which she said Wendy has early onset dementia and as a result has become cognitively impaired and permanently incapacitated. In the same filing, she also included a plea that asks the court to protect Williams' privacy by redacting some aspects of her health, familiar relationships, and finances already outlined in the case. People claim Sabrina was basically trying to stop the public from getting updated on her so that she could have full access to Wendy without the public knowing the details of her guardianship. Right from the jump, a lot of people already did not believe Sabrina because weeks prior to this, there was reports that Wendy was actually getting better. So how did she go from getting better to suddenly becoming incapacitated? The math just ain't mathin'. People also brought up the fact that during Wendy's documentary from last year, she accused Sabrina of allegedly stealing from her. Her son, Kevin Jr., also revealed in that documentary that the doctor told them that Wendy's dementia was alcohol-induced. But instead of the guardian keeping Wendy away from alcohol, she was still being provided with it. The worst part is that Wendy's family wasn't even allowed to see her at the time, so they couldn't check in on her and stop it from happening. Sabrina was in full control, and Wendy's health was seemingly not her priority.
Guardian has not done a good job at protecting my mom. As long as she has people around who are yes people, I know that she's not getting the help that she needs. I'm afraid that she could die.
I want it for my son.
Now, going back to Sabrina claiming that Wendy was permanently incapacitated, Kevin did not take this news well, and he accused her of making the whole thing up. He reacted to the whole thing by leaving this comment on the Shade Room. And Kevin was not lying, because shortly after this, Wendy was spotted shopping at a holistic store in New Jersey. She was walking completely by herself and even posed up to take a photo with one of the employees. She went into the store with Kevin, and according to the employee, Wendy was definitely not incapacitated. She was bubbly with full function. But that was not the last time she was seen. Just 3 weeks ago, she was chilling in her car in the streets when a couple fans popped up on her and said she looked so healthy. She was communicating with them effortlessly and seemed in full control of her body and speech. I'ma play it here for y'all, and y'all can be the judge of whether this is a permanently incapacitated person or not.
Hey, how you doing, Wendy Williams? How you doing, baby? You look good.
People were so happy to see her healthy looking like this, but other people did not hold back from dragging Sabrina for filth for allegedly lying about Wendy being permanently incapacitated. She does not look half dead to me. You go, girl. Live on. She actually looked like she's doing good. When they said permanently incapacitated, this isn't what I expected, but good for her. Just a little over a week ago, Wendy went viral again when she attended Kevin's graduation. Once again, she looked really healthy. And the fact that she was even able to make it to the graduation was proof enough that she was not incapacitated. She was going about her life as usual and getting things done like she always did prior to her diagnosis. Charlamagne also recently revealed on The Breakfast Club that he got the chance to speak to Wendy, and there was nothing incapacitated about her. He even said she looked healthy enough to have another episode of her show tomorrow if she wanted to, and that there was nothing wrong with her.
I spoke to Wendy over the holidays.
You did?
Yeah.
What happened?
she seemed perfectly fine to me. Like, Wendy sounded like she could do radio tomorrow if she wanted to.
You reached out to her. She reached out to you. How did that happen? Oh, she called you.
Yeah, and I don't know what incapacitated means in regards to dementia or whatever it is they say she was dealing with. But no, there ain't nothing incapacitated about Wendy Williams.
How was her energy? How was
she sound like Wendy Williams? I'm trying to tell you, like there was she didn't skip a beat. She actually said to me when she called me, she was like, "Why are you answering the phone like we just spoke yesterday? We just talked last week." Like she wanted me to be more excited. That she called me.
Stop acting like you ain't sit on my lap, nigga. Stop.
That's
Stop
exactly that's exactly what it was.
Really?
To the point where you know how sometimes you be on, like I have the phone on like my shoulder.
Yeah.
I was washing my hands because I had peed, and
we didn't have to hear that part. But
I'm just saying. And
all
then,
right.
and I guess the phone must have said record or something like that. So the phone says, and when I saw it, I stopped it. So it said
recording conversation.
Stopped.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Are you recording me?" And then she was like, "No, you wouldn't do that." Like, so it's like she's perfectly normal.
She said she wanted to come back to media. Did she say anything about that? Like she wished she could be giving us all the tea?
I don't want to say all of that.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, she could do radio tomorrow if she wanted to.
Oh, okay.
I say that.
All right, cool. That's what's up.
Wait a minute.
She want to?
That's not for me. Yeah,
you recorded the whole call, but you can't tell us.
I would never do that.
But,
all right,
but Jesse should have asked him, did she want to do a podcast?
Well,
she said she already wanted to do a podcast before. She put that out there already.
I'm just saying she's calling you. You have your podcast.
She called me
network.
because it was the holidays. Okay, that's what that was about. It was a holiday phone call, catching up with your people at the end of the year. That's what that was. Yes.
he was scared.
We're dropping the clues bombs for Wendy Williams. Okay.
What'd you say, Jess?
I said he was scared as hell. We saw that number.
It wasn't a number. It was a block call. Thank you.
Anyway,
All right.
he was even more scared. You already know what's up.
No call ID.
But Sabrina's falsifying them reports to make her out to be sick so she can keep profiting off the whole thing. One person said, "Oh, Wendy girl, she was such a ride or die in this industry, and I wouldn't doubt this very industry she thrived in broke her. Always sending good vibes and prayers out to her healing and strong comeback. My mom and I miss watching you." Another person said, "As a nurse who's worked with the elderly for many years, Wendy seems very much oriented to her surroundings. She's behaving very appropriate for the occasion. Her eyes are alert and she appears very much present." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Wendy exposing her guardian for lying? And do y'all believe the guardian is really falsifying reports about Wendy's health? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.